Hello, my friends and lovely people, and welcome back to the Leverage Business Podcast. Today is a special episode because we are celebrating something that's been quietly growing behind the scenes for quite a while. It harks to last year's series theme, but also a nod to this year's Accelerating with AI series theme. My new book, Rising Resilient, is now live on Amazon, and it sets out the new era of resilience as a celebration of grit, grace, and growth in a changing, challenging, and chaotic world through a collective wisdom of entrepreneurs I interviewed for the show last year. And I wanted to share the heart and intention behind it because it is so deeply connected to the conversations we have here about sustainable success, smart leverage, and building businesses that do not cost us our well-being. So pour yourself a tea or walk with me for a few minutes. This is not a promo episode, although obviously I'm going to encourage you to grab a copy of the book. More so, it's a moment of reflection and appreciation and a chance to connect the dots between resilience, entrepreneurship, and the world we're moving into with AI shaping so much of how we work. Why this book and why now? Well, Rising Resilient began inside my coaching sessions and podcast interviews. Again and again, entrepreneurs said the same thing, and women in particular. They were achieving incredible things, yet feeling stretched thin, not broken, but worn, not lost, but unanchored. They were no longer asking how to push harder. They were asking how to live, work, and lead in a way that allows them to stay whole. Resilience kept coming up, not as a badge of honor or performance, but as a practice, something emotional, physical, grounded, spiritual, something that grows when life shakes us and we choose to rise with clarity rather than collapse into old patterns. And the more conversations I had, the more I realized we needed a new story about resilience, one that included rest, capacity, boundaries, and the courage to stop abandoning yourself for the sake of being strong. And that is how the book was born. The heart of the book weaves together insights and lived experiences from incredible women entrepreneurs that I've worked with. These are not polished success stories. They are honest reflections on burnout, identity shifts, trauma, reinvention, and the messy middle. Inside, you will find a modern definition of resilience, the emotional and energetic side of leadership, the quiet warning signs we tend to ignore, practices that start with the nervous system, tools you can use with clients, teams, or simply for yourself. And woven through the book is a theme we talk about a lot in ACEs and here on the podcast. Ambition is the driver. Self-abandonment is the pattern. Misalignment is the ache. Agency is the turning point. But resilience is the practice. And this book is about coming back to yourself. It's about remembering that resilience is not how tough you are, but how deeply you stay connected to your truth. The connection to AI and our new world of work is something I want to touch on because it's important. The world we're building businesses in is changing fast. AI is accelerating everything. It can give us leverage, clarity, and efficiency, but it also gives us cognitive load, emotional intensity, and pressure if we're not grounded. Human resilience is becoming a strategic advantage. The leaders and entrepreneurs who thrive in this next era will not simply be the ones who adopt AI tools. It'll be those who know how to regulate themselves, think clearly under pressure, set boundaries, maintain energy, and access that internal steadiness we talk about so often. AI gives us speed. Resilience gives us steadiness. And together they create sustainability. And this book is the companion to that new world, the human side of leverage. So, an invitation for you. The Kindle edition of Rising Resilient is 99 cents this week. And if you're willing to support the launch, please grab a copy and leave a short review on Amazon. It could be the one sentence, it could be a few paragraphs, it doesn't matter. Reviews in Launch Week make a huge difference in helping the book reach people who genuinely need this. You can find the link. And more importantly, if you pick it up, I hope it gives you a moment of reflection, a breath, a reset, a reminder that you do not need to harden to survive. You can soften and still rise. Thank you, as always, for being part of my iSuccess and the ACEs community. Thank you for listening, for showing up for yourself, and for walking this journey of building something meaningful without losing who you are in the process. Here's to rising resilient with grit, grace, and growth. Until next time, ciao, ciao for now.